It's all good. It's all good. All right. So you guys are all in the house right now, as far as I know, as far as I'm aware of. So Irving, you woke up. What do you want to do about the fact that you woke up?
Direction is Doctor facing? Is he facing towards me as I'm getting out of the room or away from me?
Well, as far as I know, the doctor is just getting out of the room, right? So he's exiting. Your room will be right next to Abir's room, so it will be ultimately right to the side. Now we can determine which side it is. Give me just a second.
So I think Veer does still have the shotgun, or not, the rifle. I forget which one it is.
Yeah, it
Pointed
was a
at his
rifle.
chest. So
Um,
I don't know if he'd be backing up, or I don't know how he'd be leaving.
right. So ultimately, no. Doctor will not necessarily be walking towards your room when he leaves. If anything, he will be walking away from your room.
Irving is like,
So your room will be,
no,
if you're facing the rooms, your room will be to the right, to Abir's, and he will be walking to the left to go
Irving
to
has
his
his
room or
jacket
somewhere
on.
else.
He is slipping his one hand into his jacket pocket, slip on his brass knuckles. Um, he's like darting straight forward to him, holding a gun at him, and saying, "Explain right now."
Okay. So so everybody else, if you want, you have a chance to roll listen now that she was loud. You
Oh,
may
I
or may
was
not wake
gonna
up.
say, um, beforehand, I wanted to say like all the guest rooms could have been in a separate wing than I am, just
Wow.
because.
Fucking hell.
Well, no, just for simplicity, we're going to go ahead and say that the area where they are staying is just gonna be in the same wing, just to make it
Yeah,
easier.
I should have said something like that like a long time ago then. But yeah,
But yeah, so
Dave, I
Oh
okay.
probably,
wow!
okay, so
I probably,
Irene
I
definitely
probably heard what
hears.
led up to
Excuse
this.
me. Excuse me. Can I? While leaving, before the other one arrived, I muted the phone and forgot to unmute. Um, to give just one quote unquote order. Simple one.
I'm sorry.
Don't
As you're
tell
leaving, you
others.
want to do what?
Give her one order slash instruction. Don't
Yeah.
tell others.
Okay, so as you're leaving, you want to tell her to what? To do what?
That she's not allowed to tell others that I was there.
Okay,
I
no, that's
It's
fine. That's fair.
it's
That's fair.
polite.
That's fair.
It's
Ultimately, you tell
polite
her.
for
You
just
do tell her.
one person.
That's totally fine. You can tell her that she cannot tell others, like for example, that you were there, right? But ultimately, this is
One
happening
person already
after,
knows.
right? This is happening after she told you to leave. We're, right? So she will tell you to leave. Everybody woke up, and obviously by the time that I want to say, in order to be fair, by the time, excuse me, by the time that everybody manages to open the door and walk out of the room, you should be already outside of the room. It doesn't take you that long to get out. So, you're more than welcome able to tell her, hey, don't tell anybody that I was here. But everybody would have heard her saying, please leave or leave, whatever. And
She
I don't
was
remember
saying for
her
me to
mentioning your
leave.
name, Right. I don't remember her mentioning your name when she was giving you the order to leave the room. So therefore, nobody's really gonna know unless she tells anybody who she was talking to, unless somebody happened to be outside of the room already and they saw you walking out, which I don't think anybody was there at that point. But
Was Irving not
I think he was in his room when he heard that.
right, Irvin was inside of her room. Irvin was supposed to be sleeping, as far as I know, laying down on the bed.
right?
So Irvin would have woken up, would have, you know, as it was stated, he would have been finding that brass knuckle, putting it on, and then walking out of the room.
And he has his gun drawn.
Okay. And holding his gun. Now, when he's walking out of the room, I'm sure that also Irene would have opened the door out of listening to whatever happened. Now Jake didn't hear anything. Am I missing anybody to roll? No. Okay. So all in all, only two people would have listened to what happened, and you guys don't see anything other than the fact, if you open the door and you get out, that the doctor is just walking away. But that's it. You
and
don't.
That someone, and that Irving's pointing a gun.
Well, yeah, but Irvin, as far as I know, he's holding a gun. He has the brass knuckles, but he's just outside of his room. He's not necessarily inside of her room. So therefore, if he
I'm
wants
thinking I was walking toward him,
towards who?
or the doctor.
Okay, right, but doctor's walking away from you. So
Yeah.
right, so ultimately,
Can't
That's-
this just wait until morning?
It probably
Please.
can, or I can talk with. I need to check the character currently threatening the doctor is male or a female. Male.
yes, and Irving is a male.
Or I can have a chat with Irvin and solve this within something like 5 minutes.
I just want to go to bed. So please, unless there's a burglar, don't wake me. As she goes,
Our apologies.
because at this point, she doesn't care.
Oh, hold on, we're
She
missing
is
one
tired
character.
and has been berated, got a bad deal. So she has to wait until she can find someone else.
Is it Ivy?
So
No.
she's just like, just don't kill each other. And I'm just, and as she leaves, she's like, why am I being the mother? Too young for this.
Oh, Jerome. It was Jerome. Okay. All right, hold on a second. I forgot that Jerome was here too. So there. So Jerome will also come out of the room just to look. All right. So, Irving, since you start walking towards Doctor and Doctor's walking away, is there something you want to do? You want to say, or?
I already did say, like, explain right now.
Oh, okay. So, Doctor Irving will be talking to you.
I
Turn around and he has his gun drawn, and he's, like, getting ready to shoot.
Friendly.
you just raised both hands. sort of. I am. I can assure you that nothing happened.
Sure
As
was.
for
Is Abir able to get off of the bed at this point?
Uh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she'll head towards the door.
you're not allowed to talk to say what happened inside, but yeah, she can go out, and if she wants, she can try to threaten him.
So yeah, Abir can get up and and get out now, because ultimately he didn't tell you to stay on the bed. He just told you to sit on the bed and not to tell anybody that he was there. So, all right. So you get out of the room and you notice that Irving has got a gun pointed at
Yeah,
Doctor.
Abir still has her
That
gun pointed at a doctor as well.
okay, and then you see that Papa Doc's character Jerome is kind of watching. Irene is also watching. Everybody's just looking.
She's just. As soon as things are visibly starting to calm down, she'll just go to bed. Because we're going to have to go on a fucking boat, plane, all within a couple days, and that's not going to be comfortable. So
Looking
she's
at
going to enjoy
Monday.
the luxury.
I was trying to say was doing anything. I think that's what you said. He was saying with like his hands up and everything.
Um,
Irving would respond like that was really fucking loud to not be anything. Explain.
there is nothing to explain.
Beer?
There was
She furrows
I feel
her
like if
brows
there was
and
there
just-
was Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, she just furrows her brows and like. I guess she like looks at. She probably like glances over at Irving, but like then just puts her gaze back on Doctor and just is like glaring at him with the rifle.
Nothing. Then there wouldn't be a woman pointing a weapon at you, telling you to leave her room. Again, explain.
nothing happened. Not really, nothing happened.
Veer's
Maybe
definitely
she
tightening her
get-
like. I guess she would. Yeah, she would have probably brought the staff with her.
It would have probably be a good idea for her. Maybe she had a nightmare or something. Or I don't know. It would probably be a good idea for her to try and get some sleep.
I've known her too long to believe she would act like that in reaction to a nightmare.
By the way, instruction go to sleep was up to the order. So go back to sleep.
I don't
That's when we get
know.
the sack.
I don't know if she'll obey that one because if she's asleep, then he can take the book.
No, if so, I'm not gonna give you hints as to what she will obey or not. You will have
It's
to
up-
you will
it's your
have to
choice.
you will have
can
to
make a
give the
power roll.
command. You will have to give the command of whatever you want her to do, and then after you tell her, then I will tell you if she is doing it or not. Because ultimately, your character doesn't know, and it's not fair if you, before you make a
Yeah.
decision, you ask me if something works or not. So ultimately, you're gonna have
She
to
sh-
wing it.
I believe that Abir will have to go back to bed and sleep. I need to check something out in town, something I cannot really check out during the day.
Answered me.
I do not trust you.
You don't have to.
Well, keep in mind that you didn't tell her to go to sleep. You just said she should, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're telling her to go to sleep. An order is an order. An order is when you tell somebody, hey, go back to bed and go to sleep. That's an order.
It's bedtime. Would that sound like more like an order?
No, an order is like I told you, a direct order. You telling, hey, go to bed, go do something.
I need to issue
The way you're saying it,
directly as an order.
the way you're saying it, it sounds as a suggestion, meaning that she.
Hypnosis generally works based on wording of suggestion.
Right, but right now we're not necessarily running it that way because of the way her character is and what is affecting her. So if you want her to do something that you say, you will need to ask her directly to do it. Right. You don't have to be mean about it. You can say, please, hey, please, why don't you go back to bed and try to get some sleep? You can sound nice, but still it has to be an order given, not a suggestion.
And if I word it like even a pseudo order, things might get complicated.
I think there's ways and ways to say it. Like, if you say, hey, could you please go back to bed and try to get some sleep? Maybe that way you feel a little bit better. You see how that sounds a little nicer. Now, if you say, you're having woman issues, go back to sleep and try to sleep it off, that may sound in a little different way. So, depends on how you say it.
That was still very clearly an order.
Right, both of them are orders, but one sounds nicer than the other one. One shows a little bit of concern because you're saying, hey, maybe you should go back to sleep. Sleep probably is going to help you and it's going to get you to feel better. So that brings up about the fact that maybe you're showing a little bit of concern for her character. The other one, you're just dismissing her altogether and tell her to go back to sleep so you don't have to hear her talk anymore about whatever issue she's got. So
He was her for only what? 2 weeks? Less?
So anyway, it's up to you how you want to put it.
And she nearly got him in a fight where he could have died?
What do you mean?
he's gonna show pretty concern for her.
Well, yeah, no.
Getting
If she thinks that you're trying to get the book, she will probably shoot you. Yeah. Actually, it's not just you. She will probably kill anyone if she feels that anybody is in the way of her achieving whatever she's trying to achieve, which is ultimately casting the spell, including Irving and anybody else. I mean, I think it's
Abir,
pretty common
put
sense
the
by now.
gun down, go to bed. We all need some sleep. Fortunately, I don't have that privilege yet.
There you go.
Don't do anything suspicious.
And so whenever he says that, you reply back a beer, but then ultimately you turn around and you start
Yep. And then
heading
we go back
to the
bed.
room and you go to sleep. Now, Irving, on the other hand, you
I'm
are
gonna
not
actually barricade the
hypnotized.
door.
Right. You Irving are not hypnotized, so you can do whatever you want. But you do see
He's
that a
gonna throw
beer
punch.
actually listens and goes to sleep. Or goes to the room and closes
He's
the
gonna throw a
door when she
punch
goes
with
in.
his brass knuckles.
So what?
He's gonna throw a punch with his brass knuckles. because this guy is not explaining.
Okay, go ahead.
Dodge.
Hold on. No, you don't need to dodge. All right. So
It's already a failure.
no, it's a fumble. So ultimately, you know the doctor kind of sees you coming that you're about to punch him. You're throwing the punch. The doctor actually gets scared and kind of moves in a way that throws you off. It doesn't necessarily dodge it, but it just moves it in a way that throws you off, and you miss altogether, and you just hit the wall altogether with a brass knuckle. And granted that ultimately probably you just made a hole in the wall, but
Literally
the
sounds
inside of the
reasonable.
wall,
He's not
Oh.
fighter.
right, the inside of the wall would have hurt your hand to the point that your
I
hand will
swear
be
to God, go to
bleeding,
sleep.
and you will have some some splinters or something there from the wood that you would have broken. So
So that's 1 point of damage.
uh roll a 1d3, please. Thank you.
Alright.
Should I roll listen?
Now again, yes, because ultimately she punched the wall. That should have been fairly loud. Yeah, 1 point of damage. Yeah, I know. You're out, man. You've been drinking. Your character was drinking like till late.
Yeah, I drank all night.
So your character's like, whatever. These helicopters are getting loud tonight.
I just go
And
out,
then I thought
grab
this
a
place was
pillow.
so far away.
Yeah, at this point, I'm grabbing my pillow, going over out to the door and saying, "Go to sleep," and throw the pillow in their direction. Because at this point, she has had enough. She's like, or don't make me come out here for a third time. Please.
Yes, mom.
So all right. So
Do I have to fire a butler or a maid?
so doctor, now that you saw her
Snore.
punching the wall, I mean you saw the character punching the wall and getting hurt. Um, what do you do? I mean, ultimately, you saw the character punching the wall, getting hurt, and then you saw the whole interaction with Irene coming out, telling you all to go to sleep. So, do you stay there doing something else, or you just walk away to go to sleep?
He's walking away unless this guy tries punching him again.
Okay, so you're walking away. Irving,
While walking away, he pulls out his lighter and flicking it on and off.
okay. Um, what is Irving doing?
He's like dusting himself off and he's saying, like, if it comes down to it, I'm not going to be the one to save you.
What
And he
is-
walks back to his room.
Okay.
I'm doing the clone high pose of like, what did I just witness? It's like, I'm out of everyone with my 40 sanity, I'm the probably the most sane person here. And that's fucking like insane to her right now. Like, she doesn't want to be doing this. She's seen enough shit to know.
Spring actually has 68 sanity.
Yeah, I know. I'm probably one of the lowest. I have a 40 max. I'm down to 35 due to the
Beer
book.
has 65 sanity, so yeah.
All right. So
My sanity.
Probably slams the door.
Good for you.
all right. So everybody, it seemed like everybody ends up going to their rooms for the rest of the night. So we're gonna fast forward to the morning then. All right. So the morning comes, and ultimately, Jake, your character will be the one waking up first because he's the
Yeah.
one that fell asleep the first. So You wake up. You notice as you get out of your room and you walk towards the bottom area of the house, where you guys were hanging out. That there's a nice hole in the wall that is on the side of the room that a beer is in. There's a few drops of blood on the wall, but that's it.
The hell did I? Where the hell did I hire these maids and butlers from? Damn, gotta screen them better.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
Eh, When I wake up,
butler, I want a drink.
wow, that is
when I be the second person
God,
to
I
wake
love
up after
Jupiter.
this.
pretty early for that, but okay. All right, so you go
It's the
down.
20s.
Your butler is there, and your butler says, "Oh, good morning, sir. Would you like the usual?"
Yeah,
Very
it's the
well.
hair of the dog.
Very well. He gives you some moonshine over there to drink, along with whatever it is that you eat normally that your character likes to eat, whether it's a steak, eggs or whatever. So after
Probably
that,
eats and steak,
you
yeah.
guys start waking up. Abir, when you wake up, you notice that your book is there, your staff is there, so you're kind of relieved. You just wake up slowly, and funny thing is that as you wake up, you hug your book, and you hug the stuff, and your character kind of goes like, all happy that your stuff is there, and you open your eyes, and you look directly at the book, and the book looks directly at you. And go ahead and roll your power.
All right. Let's take it out. Give it a quick peruse.
All right.
Wait, that was sanity, but my power's higher than that anyway, so that worked. I can reroll if you want.
No, that's fine. So the um the book, you look at the book, and the book looks at you, and you get ultimately this surge of urgency. That the book, it's almost as if the book, you hear the voice, some voice, telling you, hey, we gotta hurry up, we don't have much time.
All right. She'll get ready for the day, and then unbarricade her door and unlock it.
Nice. And then the same thing happens with the rest of you. You guys wake up, and
Yeah, I'd probably be like, if I see a beer, I'm like, alright, what's with the lovers' quarrel of sorts out last night? Because it was way too late for that. Okay? What you get up into in your business is yours. But please don't bring it into my
You
life.
Dress doctor. You're not dressing. And then she goes to eat breakfast.
Okay. I just go over to my doctor, like, what was with the lovers' quarrel? A beer wouldn't tell me. I don't even want to go near Irving right now.
Nothing happened. I think something spooked her. I made the mistake to take a look. Irving saw me and tried to punch me.
Just
It was well within his rights to attempt.
Damn, what
And it
party
was
did
well
I
within
miss?
her rights to. And it was well within her rights to try and shoot.
okay. Well, this, and now she's like taking it, being a choir tone, like, so what exactly is your plan? Because I trust her about as far as I can throw this table, and she's saying I shouldn't trust you.
Is this? Can I hear this conversation?
No, I purposely have like
Okay.
lowered my voice,
Got it.
like, and plus
the-
I'd imagine you to be as far as way as
Yeah,
you
no,
can.
she would definitely be at the other end of the table.
So, you guys finally
Oh, yeah,
arrive
I'm at the far end of the
downstairs,
table, I
one by
forgot,
one,
too.
and you see JP sitting down over there, drinking it off and eating. Washing down some food with, glasses of whiskey, and he just drinks them like nothing. Like they're not strong at all. Just passing them out like
Hey
water.
guys, something's going on with Discord. Give me a sec.
You're good. Yeah, things happen.
Okay.
Something always happens with Discord.
So ultimately, you guys arrive, and I believe Jerome is there too. So Jerome will tell everyone, I found us a way to go to Argentina. We can leave right after we finish eating. Which
Thank you.
ultimately,
Gear, and then we need to go.
exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Ultimately, Abir will be very triggered about that, to the point that she will want to leave like now, not even wait until be done with breakfast. She will want to go last night.
Yeah. No, she's like, she's like eating a little faster than is probably polite. She's like trying to maintain that politeness, but it kind of isn't working.
She lost that the moment of last night. Or the plane, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah, no, she's
Misremembered.
probably not fully scarfing it down like an animal, but she's pretty close. She's as close as
Yeah.
a human should probably get to that.
Meanwhile, I'm just picking at every rich thing there is.
Irving, go ahead and
Like-
roll spy hidden.
It's not a combat skill. Come on.
One of the regular skills, right?
Come on. There we go. Failure.
All right, no problem. Anybody else wants to roll spy hidden?
I might as well. I don't trust a single thing in this place right now after last night.
Yeah, I want to roll it. I
Hey.
don't trust.
All
I don't
right,
trust
so
anything
there is-
for other reasons.
Finally, Doc just
Look,
has joined
straight
us, so
stats.
I don't have to continue
Whoa.
rolling his character. So ultimately, anybody that passed the spot hidden, you would have very well noticed that Abir would have been eating like normally, very very comfortably and slowly, or at a normal pace, right up to the point that Jerome would have announced that there was an arrangement that he made for an airplane, and you guys could leave right after breakfast. At the same time, Jake, go ahead and roll intelligence.
Okay.
JP.
Let's see, what's my intel? Oh, I didn't remember that my intelligence was that. Okay.
All right. So
Oh, man.
I
you
did
will be
travel.
very, very curious as to
You're gonna
finding
do
out
anything.
how did he find that out, and how are you guys gonna pay for it? How what's the deal? Pretty much.
Alright.
Okay, so what is the deal?
So Jerome, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm
All right.
white as the church mouse.
No. Please talk. Please talk. Right now, you gotta talk. Right now, you gotta talk. So, Jerome,
I guess
I'm sorry, JP wants to know what and how did you work out whatever you worked out with the pilot to take everyone to Argentina.
I told him we had a family member that was over there that was sick.
That's
To
a good.
expedite it.
That's a good plan of sorts. Helps me get out of a bind or two.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna cost you guys. He said, go ahead and roll a 1d3, Jerome.
I'm still driving. I haven't.
Oh,
gotten
okay.
to
I'll
my-
roll it.
my
I'll roll it
rest
for
time.
you. I'll
Thank
roll
you.
it for
I'm
you.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh.
be there in
Things
about
happen.
30 minutes,
I'll roll it for you.
and then I'll stop for the night. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Happy
So are
to.
we still?
So it's gonna cost you
are we
about
still in the dining
$3,000 to get to Argentina.
Yeah.
It's round trip. He will tell you. Jerome will tell you that it's round trip, but it will cost about $3,000 to get there for everybody to get there.
And I got you a discount on top of it.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this where? Are you telling him that you told him that you had a sick family member
Yes,
over breakfast where Jerome can hear it?
that's me. Yes.
Okay. just
Jerome was the one who came
Jerome
up
is
with the
talking
plan.
to JP.
Right.
Oh right, no, that's right. Oh wait, okay, yeah.
I know.
Sorry, I forgot.
I'm the
I was
non-money
thinking of
guy talking to the money guy.
I was thinking of the pilot for some reason. I forgot character's name.
It's
That's my
okay.
bad.
No, that was my joke about 9/11 versus 7/11. I'm 7/11, not 9/11.
Jay,
Still pretty tall.
JP, that's your character's name, right? Or is it Jake?
Yeah. JP.
Okay.
Take
JP.
my name.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to say. I didn't want to confuse the two. JP, you wouldn't have any gear that we could use here? Gets awfully cold where we're going. Save quite a bit. Pretty penny.
Why not just buy some of the gear when we get there?
I
Oh,
mean,
that's a smart move. I'm
Uh,
glad that you thought of that.
The airport.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be with the natives and we will blend in and we won't stick out. That's a great idea. I'm glad that you are in charge of this group and you think of these ideas.
No, we need to get
Cheerio.
this done as soon as possible so we can get going. I do not know if they're going to have climbing gear while we're going, so we should do it here before, so we don't have any delays.
Oh, right. They
Yeah.
might not have climbing gear. Okay, let's get climbing gear. And then we'll head out.
We might also need diving gear. I am not entirely sure.
Hun,
I'm
Also-
sorry. If
also-
there's diving there, go ahead.
also, hun, none of us are rich as you. I don't wear this bonnet just because it's fashionable. It's the only one I have. As I point towards my bucket hat or bonnet hat that's all patchwork.
Yeah.
And besides, they always scam you whenever you go to a tourist destination, or at least claim to be one.
Right, so is everyone finished with breakfast? Albir says, as people are clearly not.
Bear, why don't you find the climbing gear for us then?
Alright, well, I do not know JP's mention, but if you will, I guess I can, if you will let me follow. Do they have phone books this early in time? They do, right?
Yeah, they would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Alright, if you let me borrow a phone book, I can call them some stories and see what we can get.
I'll just have the butler call stores.
That is a wonderful idea. I'm glad that you're in charge of this group. You're obviously the smartest.
Don't you have? Didn't you say you explore, travel?
Yes.
Wouldn't you have some in storage?
for me and friends, but it's in their sizes.
I'm fine with taking something that's a bit too big for me.
Well, it could be deadly, but it is your risk, I suppose.
Nice, nice,
Um,
nice. Out of character, nice thing. Very nice thing. JP, as you have traveled, I'm sure that you know that the prices will be cheaper, and if there's anything to be done, don't you think that diving and mountain gear would already be there because those are the areas that the locals go to? I mean, if you're in the Himalayas, do they
Yeah.
not have climbing gear there? That would be cheaper and more improved for that environment. The
yes,
difference
but
between a bowline by with a knot, D-rings and clamps here. But that's okay. I know you'll make the right decision. If you want to waste more time here, I mean, if you want to cruise and take time, because you know how us Americans are,
Look,
that's
it
a
does
great
not.
idea.
Either way, I just do not trust us to navigate quickly in Argentina. So I think if we buy it here, we will save time overall.
I'm just continuing eating my the breakfast caviar he has out or whatever.
I do not know the
Calls-
Argentinian phone numbers, and I do not know how their area codes work. and
JP, the
all
call
that,
is
so-
yours.
And we don't do this
obviously we
in
are
your language.
buying. Yeah, obviously we are buying American because American is best.
God, we love
Yeah.
you.
You're
We stand
absolutely
GP.
right. How silly was I to think that we
We
would
did
go to
win that
a third
war.
world country and use inferior
Besides,
stuff?
Hey,
this is a
So
civilized
it's
country,
okay.
unlike
We'll probably have to get our gear out of Arkham because like Sears Roebuck and everything, they're in Chicago and New York. That's where the major stores are because we can't order things in catalogs because it'll take us a month, JP. But you know best. So if we order stuff, I know there won't probably be anything
no,
local
we would not order. We go
because
to a
it's
store.
not.
It is not.
And
we do
they-
not order.
And they probably wouldn't have it there.
I'm sure something in Boston might.
At this point,
Yes,
after
a
I'm
large-
done eating, I'm
A
looking
very
for
large
the
city,
parkas or
a
whatever.
very large city would have these kind of things.
Yes.
But if you want to buy a car, you don't go to a country store. A small town like Arkham, you need a mega city like New York, Chicago, Miami.
Anima?
Boston is not far. It will be quicker still than trying to navigate in Argentina. We're going to a place that may well not have people, not be inhabited by people. So it.
All I'm saying,
Look, I would love to save
Uh,
time, but I do not think it is the way to do it.
So
yeah, because
ultimately,
I look around and I'm trying to figure out how many people climb on the weekends here. There's no mountains.
hold on. So
Look. I do not want to get there and not have what we need and then fail because of it.
everybody will go ahead and roll. I mean, I'm assuming this conversation is happening in front of everybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody roll
well, directly at
Um,
me anyway.
intelligence.
Everyone intelligent.
Roll for me.
Yeah.
Roll for me.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's extreme success.
Okay. So it doesn't matter by now. So ultimately, Abir, your character says, "Well, I'm assuming your character would say, I'm sure that the airplane is not going to make it to Argentina in one tank of gas. So we can pick a city to stop, to refuel, and just buy supplies over there."
That's a very good idea. That's a very, very good idea. As a shopkeeper that knows about commerce and what things would be in stores, I would 100% agree with you on that statement.
Yes, no,
I
it is.
I kind of already had a thought without using intelligence that we were gonna need to make stops.
Yeah, no. As look, we can find the city that will have it on our route. Preferably one that we can speak someone can speak the language of, because I do not want to have to negotiate a language, a local language that no one speaks. Anymore.
All right. So
At this point, can I, while they're talking, I'd finish and like go up and actually look through his closet, regardless of if it fits me properly or not.
go ahead.
Because like,
The warning was real. This is climbing.
Okay, so you go look at the closet. Go ahead and roll spot hidden.
all right, I'm gonna.
You're not finding anything.
I was about to say I'll spend a 7 luck for that,
Okay, sure. Why not?
or 6.
Okay.
Because
All
at
right.
this point, I don't want to waste time.
I mean, I'm just gonna put this out there. Okay. So let's and ultimately you can make whatever decision you want to make, because ultimately your character's free to decide whatever you decide to do. That's how the game is going to be played. However, let's look at this for a moment. And you're spending 6 luck on trying to find something over there at the house when everybody else just agreed that they're going to stop at a different city to buy equipment no matter what. And ultimately, that equipment, you're not going to pay for it because Mr. Money Pockets over here is going to pay for it. So, I mean,
I mostly did it just to get away from the bickering.
right, no, but what I'm saying is if you want to spend the
That
luck
would make sense.
and go for it, that's
luck,
fine.
You
But
need
you're not
that.
really getting your money's
Don't
worth.
even spend the 7 luck.
All
Just
right,
be
I'll,
like, okay, I couldn't find anything, and hopefully by the time you get back, they stop bickering.
Right. Ul-
fair enough. Okay.
what I'm trying to say is that, and ultimately, I'm probably shooting myself on the foot because I will want you to do that, but
No,
for your
I say pull
character,
that trigger.
it's not a good idea, because not only you're wasting luck, you are really not finding anything different than what you're going to find already that they are going to end up buying anyway. And then on top of that, um, it's just not helping you in any way.
Fair enough. Yeah. This is just her being like, okay, just
Yeah.
want to prove her wrong. Just gonna prove her wrong and get away from the damn argument.
All right. So, all right. So you return and everybody is done. Um,
Which
is
I'm
done
in.
arguing. By now, the only thing that would have been for sure is the fact that everybody will be finishing eating. Everybody will be at the point that they will be probably taking their last bites and starting to get up from the table. And you will notice that the only one not eating will be a beer that will be already standing over there, holding the staff, carrying the book, and ready to leave, like completely dressed up. She'll probably have her coat on and be ready to go. So, I'm assuming, or what does everybody want to do if anything other than just going to collect your things?
Oh,
So JP, where's our first stop?
at this point, I'm just gonna go along with it. She learned at this point she's learned just shut up and let them argue and just
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances of getting some phosphor ammo?
I'm sorry, getting a what?
Especially dragon bread. Phosphor ammo. Essentially, you pull the trigger and instead of pellets, it fires off bits of white phosphorus.
Hmm.
We can, well, we inflict serious burns to whatever it hits.
You're
Allegedly, it's not lethal.
you're more than welcome to go to any shop that they're probably gonna have to go to buy those supplies that they want. Any gun store, and maybe
It would be a
with
bit
a.
illegal.
I'm sorry.
I said it would be quote unquote a bit illegal.
Right, but the stuff that they're
That
gonna
would be
end up buying,
constructive
they're
of
not gonna buy it in the U.S. So, as you may learn throughout the course of your life, a lot of the countries don't necessarily follow the laws as much as the U.S. does, and so therefore, if you, for one, you will probably have a much better chance to find something like that outside of the U.S. For two, you'll still be required to pass a roll anyway. We probably can do we can do whether spot hidden or we can do
luck.
luck, but
No,
it will
not
be
luck.
it will most definitely be a hard roll, meaning that you will have to put it on hard
Yeah.
before you roll it. So once we
And
get
also, this is a Lovecraft world, so yeah,
Anything's
even
possible.
more.
once we get to that
Anything
point,
awful and evil is possible outside of the U.S. and London and whatnot.
yeah, once we get there, I'll let you know. Maybe you get to find
Lovecraft.
other things.
Yes. Okay, so would I have any of these big cities along the way? Would I have had like any contacts or somebody who would speak English to help us? Otherwise, we'd have to make a quick stop for climbing stuff in the U.S.
How many steps do we have to make?
Well, you can go to
I got a
a.
caveat.
I mean, if you want
I got
regular
a caveat
stuff,
for you.
if you want regular stuff, you want rope, if you want a hook, if you want things like that, you can probably go to any regular, drift store or any store, and they will have it. Now, if you want anything that may be considered weapons or any specialized equipment, then you're gonna have to go to a gun shop. So it's up to you.
Because we could go to Buenos Aires as one of the stops. They would have climbing,
Well-
swimming, and since it's Lovecraft, and this is South America, it'll have like awful things there too. But would I know anybody or any way to like maneuver and navigate around Buenos Aires? Being
Well, a couple of things, and I will definitely advise everybody, if you are able to look at a map. Mainly because there's a couple of things going on that later on they will come up. For one, the fact that Buenos Aires is not necessarily close to your destination. For two, last session, the agreement with the pilot was to go to Buenos Aires.
Yes.
And you're going to Cape Hope, just so you know, like all the way down south.
yeah, I mean this would be like one of the middle stops in between for refueling. I mean,
Well, not necessarily, because the pilot doesn't know about that. The pilot was told that the sick family member was in Buenos Aires. And you guys are going to
we'll
Cape
just
Hope.
ditch that pilot later.
So that's what I'm saying. You're gonna make it to Buenos Aires, and over there you can buy whatever it is that you're looking for. I'm sure that you're gonna have a little bit of an interesting time trying to communicate in Spanish over there while you try to get the things. But at the same time, you're gonna have to find the means to go from Buenos Aires all the way to Cape Hope. Figure out how you're gonna get there.
Where Cape of which one is it?
Cape Hope,
It's. Are you talking about the one that's in South
South.
Africa?
South
Wait,
America.
We're,
South.
I thought we were going to
No.
Argentina. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was called. Cape Hope. Hold on, let me see.
A horn.
Uh,
HRN.
hold on, one second. One second. One second. One second. I may be wrong.
Oh, you guys are so fucking American.
Says you.
I am working
Yeah.
off of the information I have.
Fine, not
That's
Cape
fine.
Hope, but you're going to a place called Isla de los Estados, which is like right there.
Oh, okay. We're going to.
And it's not the Falk Islands. It's pretty much right next to it, but it's like
I'd
south
rather
of
go to the Falk Islands.
so yeah, you're just going to a little island over there. So first thing you're gonna need to do is you're gonna have to get to because the airplane that you took is taking you to Buenos Aires, so you're gonna land in Buenos Aires. Then you're gonna have to figure out how to get to Tierra del Fuego over there, probably somewhere close to Portillo, and then from there, figure out how to take a boat or something to get to Isla de los Estados over there.
Are you
To,
talking about this
Has
location?
has Jerome? No, it's north.
Isla de los
yeah, that's what I'm
Estados.
talking about.
No, that's
In
Cape
that
Horn.
area.
That's a different.
Cape Horn.
Cape Horn. Okay.
Yeah, Cape Horn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you guys are going.
Okay.
Sorry, not Cape
I
So,
know.
Hope.
so
Figure
did
out
Jerome
where we
mention
leave
that
here.
the agreement was to Buenos Aires?
No, I just let you guys know as characters. You know that unless Jerome would have mentioned that, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't know it. So. But okay, so you're ready to go. Is everybody? What is everybody doing? Do you guys get your stuff, and or is there anything else you guys want to
While
do?
everybody's
before-
getting their stuff, I'd like to do one thing.
What?
I'd like to make a couple of quick phone calls.
Okay.
Beer is already packed and by the door.
Who are you
That's right.
calling?
I want to try to learn some Spanish along the way.
Okay.
Yeah, should we
So,
get
I
a
want
Spanish
to-
English dictionary?
Yeah.
So, what? Who are you calling on the phone?
Well, since I'm actually, as this character, a shopkeeper, knowing about commerce roughly in that time, I will call distributors. I will work with the butler, already knowing JP's size, as well as my own size. I will go ahead and order it, COD it, and have them ship it directly to the airport so that we don't have to go into town. It'll already be there, and all JP would have to do is sign a note for it, which is COD. That way I cover myself. That way I make sure I know what I need for mountain gear, winter gear, and of course for diving. The only other caveat that I would take is 2 different books, of course, a tourist phrase book for Spanish, a
Yeah.
Spanish English dictionary, and also I would get a local map of the country.
Okay. All right, no problem. You get. But hold on. How are you getting all that?
Oh, it's simple. Okay, call the operator. You tell the operator you want KJ 55555, whatever. So they connect you to what's called a main hub. And once they connect you to a main hub, then I would talk to somebody and I would ask, hey, Macy, Sears, one of the big distributors, talk to a buyer, tell them exactly what I need because there's a catalog division. Anything that comes from the east to the west would take usually a month or 2 because everything wouldn't be on local. So like you wanted to buy a color TV, it took months to get color TVs. So I go directly to the distributor and tell them, hey, I want this boxed up for JP, have it waiting in hangar 2, and then once we get to that place, boom, it'll be waiting. That way we wouldn't have to. We wouldn't have to worry about anything.
Right,
Yeah, it could make
but are you aware
butlers do
that
that for us.
are
I'm
you
sorry, two
aware
people were
that
talking.
are
Couldn't
you,
hear.
hold on, I'm just trying to resolve this situation right
Sure.
now. But you're trying to leave right now as of like everybody's
I
getting
know. I
ready.
just didn't want to interrupt people and talk over people, so I just let everybody do everything. So when you said, "Hey, everybody's doing this," that's the reason why I didn't want to step on anybody, and I just said, "This is what I would like to do. If it's not possible, that's fine.
Oh, okay,
If he
okay, cool.
feels before then, I'll do the same thing. That's it.
Uh,
Because I travel light. I'm used to traveling.
Okay, yeah, no
I'm
problem.
not worried about shots and things. Okay.
No problem. So yeah, no,
Um,
that's definitely not
Okay.
possible due to the fact that you're gonna end up leaving
Okay.
before the
That's
amount of
fine.
time that it will take for everybody to manage to gather all those things and be able to bring them over there to
Okay.
have them on the plane. Now, if you will be leaving like
Okay.
I don't know within a couple of days, then yeah, that will be definitely doable, especially in the
Okay.
1920s. Um, but I'm going to definitely allow you to be able to find those things when you stop by, whatever you stop by, and you decide to buy whatever equipment you want to
Thank
buy.
you.
Yeah,
Thank.
yeah, no problem.
I had something I wanted to do
Yeah, what's
before
that?
leaving. Irving is going to call his boss, Mr. Finnegan, see if he has any contacts in Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah. See
Okay.
if we can get like a translator, guide, anything.
How
Like
do
if he has connections to anyone.
how do
down
you
there.
wanna how do you wanna play that out? Do you wanna role play it, or do you just wanna roll the dice and
I can roleplay it.
okay? All right. So you pick up the phone and you call,
Yep.
and this is oh hello yeah hi. So wow, it's been a long time. What are you needing these days?
I'm so sorry I couldn't catch that.
So what are you needing these days?
When?
What are you
What?
needing these days?
What?
What do you need?
Do we have any contacts in Argentina? Preferably Buenos Aires, but anyone who could make it there.
Um, well, let me check. Go ahead and roll your luck.
Damn it.
It's like, no. Unfortunately, no. We don't have a contact per se. Go ahead and roll spot hidden.
Uh, mm,
All right. I can definitely at least recommend you to ask at the whether at the airport or at the port for a guide, and you will be able to surely find some sort of guide. Also, on most gun stores, you would say, most gun shops, in any kind of store that you will go to buy equipment, maybe you can ask over there. Sometimes they know people, depending if of the equipment you're buying, of course, and where you're gonna go, and they may know, they may have some contacts over there as to who can assist you to guide you anywhere you're gonna go. The good news is that it's not gonna be super expensive, but yeah, I think that's your best bet.
thanks, Mr. Finnegan.
Oh, you're most welcome. And
Okay.
good luck on your trip.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, go ahead and say what? What, JP?
I'll let you finish, but I just came up with an idea afterwards,
Yeah, what's that?
before heading out. Um, would I happen to have any butlers or maids that speak Spanish?
Hmm.
Probably. talk
I
them
will say
into
that the
coming with us.
chances are gonna be very, very slim, and the reason why is because you're in Massachusetts, you're not in California, right? And you're in the 1920s. But we're gonna go ahead and still roll it out, see what your chances are. So go ahead and your roll your luck and hard on hard, please. Yes, you do
Yeah, you
have.
never know. They
You
could
do
work Spanish
have.
on their off time.
You do have a
I could
couple.
also have illegal immigrants here.
You do have a
Human
couple
trafficking.
In the
waitresses.
1920s.
That time, at that time, that wasn't so prevalent.
You do have a couple waitresses that speak Spanish.
And then also, I was gonna say there are Spaniards, so yeah, there's that too. But
Yep.
okay, I try to talk to one of them. I'll talk to any of them and promise extra money for coming and later.
And okay, so
Sure.
one of the maids will go ahead and say, "Oh, extra money. Yeah. I mean, what do I need to do?"
All you need to do is translate for us.
Oh,
English to
Es muy
Spanish.
fácil.
okay, okay. What do you want me to translate? Do you have some written,
Okay.
or are we?
The issue is you will have to travel with us.
Uh, oh, okay. And
To
where
Argentina.
where are we going? What? Argentina?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You fled your country to come here.
oh, Argentina. Okay, but okay. And what is the nature of the trip? What are we going there for?
We're going to do some. I and a few of my colleagues want to go hiking and swimming
Oh, I love
and
hiking.
find some people over in Buenos Aires.
Oh, oh, we're going to Buenos Aires. Okay. Yeah, no, I always love to see Buenos Aires and see what it looks like. So yeah, no, I will be delighted to go there. And is that all we're doing?
Let's see. Honestly, worse. This is a JP's thoughts, anyways. It's like if we just get all that stuff, at least that's all we really need. If she wants to get on the boat, that's her. But we just need her to get all the stuff at Buenos Aires. So if she wants to just stay in Buenos Aires after, that's her problem.
Oh, you sly colonizer. I tip my fedora to you.
All right. So
While
ultimately,
he's doing that horrid thing, I'm going to just write a letter and to my connections with the gang saying like, hey, might not come back. Gonna pay off what debt I had with you. Leaving these 3 crosses here. When I do come back, I expect at least 20%, or I'll let you keep 20% of it.
Oh, and for her flying, I'll go ahead and pay for round trip, but I'll make sure the round trip is going to be like no returning, no leaving Buenos Aires until like a few days, just in case. Or actually 2 days from after we land.
so
There we go.
so
Good
The
thing
maid-
you're not keeping anybody hostage.
the maid says, well, how long are we going for? How long are we going to stay there?
staying in Buenos Aires for like 2 days, and then we're returning back.
Okay, okay. And about how long is it gonna take
You'll
us
be
to get there?
paid.
No, I'm sure I will be paid. We haven't actually talked about money yet, so we're gonna get to that in a minute. She says, but how how long um how long does it take to get there?
Let's see. I actually had the. What is it? Buenos Aires from Los Angeles.
Well, you're going from Massachusetts,
You're
Wait.
going
so it's
the
gonna take
wrong
you.
Massachusetts, sorry.
Should take you about
Um,
with all the stops. Really, it should take you probably a day or two, at the most, to get there.
So about a week.
Oh wow. She says, "Okay, okay, yeah, no, I'm definitely more than excited and happy to go. I can't wait to go see all this." She says, "You know what? I I really like you, boss, because you have helped me so much, and nobody will give me a job, and you did give me a job. So I definitely feel that I need to help you, and that I want to help you because of how good you are to me. So therefore, I think I'm only gonna charge you probably $800."
She's gonna
Yeah.
charge him?
Yeah,
Well, I already said it's just double her pay. That was the original plan, and she got excited.
but she never agreed. So now she's telling you that she wants that much, and she tells you, unfortunately, I have to leave my husband and my child. I'm really gonna miss them,
Yep.
and
Sure do.
and ultimately, it's a trip that I wasn't planning on doing, and ultimately, anything can happen, and while we're gone, and my child will end up motherless. So I just need a little bit of sense, a little bit of assurance that at least I'm going for the right reasons, and it's worth going.
Let's see, how much do I have? I know I'm rich, but still.
No, you can definitely afford it. You're in the millions. You can afford it.
Yeah, why not?
You're such a
Okay.
good boss.
If anything, I think the big issue is not necessarily the money. So, all right. So the maid goes and says, "Okay, well, when are we leaving? Tomorrow? Next day? When?"
Now, and he grabs her.
Tell us the good news,
Right.
JP.
We're going to head out this evening.
This evening? Oh my goodness! Well, I gotta go to my house. I gotta go get things. I gotta go get ready. I only have this uniform.
We can buy stuff along the way.
But I gotta go say goodbye to my son, to my husband.
Okay, how long will that take?
Well, I was kind of hoping to go pick him up from school, and maybe have dinner with them, and spend a little bit of time with them, and then ultimately I can meet you here. Say what now? 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. And a beer. You will be listening to all that, of course.
Do I hear that?
Yep.
Yeah. Ah.
Wait, why would she need to pick up the kids? This is the 1920s. The husband is. Or
What?
the kids walking home from school.
What?
They're not walking uphill both ways?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, you guys know nothing about education during this time.
So-
I'm just
Fleming
kidding,
said.
man. Jeez.
No.
Do not take us seriously.
I know, but it's a nuclear family. This is the whole basis of a nuclear family. It is the woman's responsibility for child rearing, nurturing, and caring. The man is already
Yes.
working. She's just trying to do things to get things where she can stay home. And
Yeah, but
Mega's playing this to the T. I love it. But no, I'm laughing. We're trying to hire somebody here and then take them away. Of course they want time instead of us just going there and like Mega hint hint nudge nudge wink wink say no more say no more. Go to an airport, you know, like where they have the money exchangers and say, hey, is there a tour guide? Is there a translator here that I can hire for a day? We're doing this so hard and so backwards, but hey, I'm loving it. I'm
But at the
loving it.
same time, you have to remember, J.P. Morgan the third isn't
The
really
third.
that knowledgeable in these things.
Hey,
It's
you're
like,
the world
oh,
traveler
but-
there. Tell her what you want, Bob.
JP, I thought we were heading to the airport after breakfast. That is what Trump said.
Oh wait, the plane is leaving and after breakfast? I kind of got lost.
Yeah, the plane. You guys are actually like you were getting up and heading towards the airport right after you guys had breakfast, and you guys had a whole discussion.
Come on, people. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just talking.
Yeah, my character's at this point, she has everything she needed to go, and she's just sitting away drinking bourbon.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, waitress, but we have to head out soon.
What? Oh, all right. So you mean that I don't have time to go pick up my kid and cook for my husband and spend a little bit of time with them?
Yeah, I should have went with somebody who didn't have kids.
Oh, okay. So you changed your mind? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's for the best. My husband would have given me probably a big beating if I'm not there to
Yeah, no
to
shit.
cook
Going off-
and
going off
having to
fucking
leave him
strange
with the
man for
kid.
money.
And having to
I was
leave him with the
hoping
kid.
an extreme success, I would have found some woman without kids willing to go.
You
Yeah,
find
no-
like a teenager, like a 12-year-old. Your
One of the
12-year-old
ones he-
waitress.
One of the ones he
No,
has
like-
fun with on the normal.
1920s, baby.
But I do appreciate
God,
the
no.
opportunity for keeping me in mind. I do wish you the best of luck on your trip. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. You guys are gonna love it. Just I will be here cleaning your house, and whenever you come back, you can tell me the story and bring
Yeah.
some sort of picture or something. Bring a postcard.
Yeah.
All right.
He comes
So.
back and brings a rock.
So does anybody else has anything that needs to do, or are you guys ready to go to the airport?
I
I'm
just
ready to
wanted
go
to
because
get
otherwise
a
the beer will kill us.
translation book and that's it.
Okay.
No, I set up a deal between the gang and
Mhm.
me, and should I die or should I come back alive and get a profit from those crosses?
Okay.
Alright,
Alright,
I'll
so
have another letter revealing the location by the time I get back.
So about that Spanish English learning book, I just want to buy that and that's it.
okay. So you guys get dictionaries and to translate and
Great books and yeah.
and you guys are gonna spend about 2 days possibly reading and learning. So if you want to definitely learn, go ahead and roll intelligence. Okay.
Would you roll for me?
So those of you that are thinking about learning, yeah, I will roll for you. Give me just a
Do
second.
we have?
Thank you.
Do we get some in Spanish? Oh, Spanish.
Yeah.
We get some skills
That's how
in
good we
Spanish.
learned.
Yeah,
That's
we
how
did
much we
so
learned
good.
in a few days.
All right. So go ahead.
Exhausting.
If you pass the roll, you're more than welcome to roll a 1d5 and see how many points you manage to acquire from that.
That's not that. I have 1 point in Spanish.
Oops.
You
I'm a little bit
probably
distracted reading a different book.
I have 3 points in Spanish.
You're 3 times as good as
I
me.
learned one.
You're drinking.
truth
I
be
was
told,
drinking while doing this. I am an excellent.
I know how to order alcohol. That's all that matters.
Jerome has 2 points in Spanish now. But truth be told, learning Spanish, in 2 days, you're probably gonna pick up realistically something like that because it's definitely much much harder than the amount of English that you can probably pick up in 2 days.
Especially since Spanish in Mexico is different than the Spanish in Argentina.
Yeah, I don't even.
Yeah, colloquialisms and whatnot.
Not even counting the Spanish.
2
Spain.
points.
Yeah.
All right. So
The word for socks is different.
you guys would, we're gonna be nice. We're gonna go ahead and allow you to have found whatever you were looking for. We're refueling the items, with the exception of the phosphorus bullets, in which we're gonna make a roll for that. I'm not gonna necessarily deny it, but we're gonna make a roll. So for the phosphorus stuff, go ahead and roll spot hidden and hard, please, since it is a very specific item that you want.
Hidden. Oh, I'm gonna hate myself.
Okay, no,
Oh.
you do not find that. Anybody else wants to roll spot hidden?
Yes.
Spot
Yes,
hidden.
Yeah.
I do.
Just roll it regularly. Roll it regularly. It doesn't have to be on hard.
Fuck
Okay,
it, Jesus.
extreme. There you go. All right. So if you go towards our nice little Discord and you click where it says ammo weapons, you get your pick. Each one of you gets a pick at whatever it is over there. One thing, provided that it is for the times, right? It's gotta make sense.
No,
You will
I'll keep
find-
my elephant gun.
You will find something from there.
What do we look under? Under
Ammo
Discord?
dash weapons. Yeah, in Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
At this point, I'm just window shopping, see if I can find anything I like while taking advantage of this rich guy.
Oh, what it? Yeah.
If you just want a regular weapon, by the way, you're more than welcome to just get that. Like, if you don't have any guns and you want, like, and you're a lady and you just want something small just for security or whatever, you would find it. So,
I mean, I could always use a shotgun.
okay.
I'm just gonna find a knife.
So you definitely
guys,
find a
wait,
shotgun.
Wait, actually, no. What are the Wait, hold on. Let me see what I have. I think
Honestly, if you told me before we headed out, I would have probably hooked you up with an elephant gun.
I
I
mean,
do like hunting.
yeah, if we can do that, then I'll take that. I don't know what
I
this
don't
will-
know if we can find an elephant gun. I just know I always had one. Kind of came with the character.
Would I be able to get an elephant gun? Yeah.
If that's what you want, yeah.
I mean,
Do-
okay. The
Yeah,
what
I'll
is
take
the illumination round for?
That's for a mortar.
Mortar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
DM, can
It'll-
I
you
talk a
can always
mechanic
say-
with you about something?
What was that?
I said, can I talk about the mechanic with you?
Yeah.
Because the description I found is a bit unclear.
Okay.
Um, Apparently, double barrel, sort of shotgun has can be used for, according to the rule for automatic weapon, can be used for auto fire, but it clashes with rules for a shotgun.
Right, because ultimately the shotgun, what happens with the shotgun is a very specific gun on its own, right? Because, the shotgun can be shot in different ways. You can take one shot and shoot one barrel. So you can take two shots and shoot both barrels. Um, and then at the same time, you can modify it, like, for example, saw it. And you can probably increase the damage you do at close range with that. Then at the same time, if you modify it and you use it as automatic, then at that point you kind of lose the opportunity or the ability to actually take one shot at a time, because since it's automatic, it'll probably just keep going, just take two shots, and then you're gonna run out of shells, or you won't need to reload at the very least.
Yeah.
And also the effectiveness of that will be only up close, otherwise it will just spread out and go everywhere.
I mean, maybe I want to pull off a trick from one. I can't remember what movie it is because it's really old one, a western, where the main character gives one of people work that's about to go with him on the job or something. A guy cannot hit the right side of the barn with a revolver. So he gives him a sort of shotgun and tells him that only safe place is behind him. Because pellets go all over the place.
Right, but ultimately what you have to understand is when you hit, let's say, you're not necessarily close enough, right? So you may hit with a pellet, but that pellet is not necessarily 100% going to do a mortal wound, right? It may very well, if you have bad luck enough, hit you in the eye. It may hit you anywhere, of course, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be mortal. For that to be mortal, you will have to have a hell of a roll, man. Like, you will need to be like super lucky that it hits you just in that particular soft spot, and we will have to play it off where the bullet just went, and probably in conjunction with fumbling a dodge, maybe, that will be it. Otherwise, the most it'll be just one pebble hitting you in the arm, going, definitely piercing your skin, but not necessarily causing you to die.
Pebbles have force that's close to 9mm pistol rounds, but yeah, I kind of get it.
Right. So
I can just go with auto fire rule for suppressing passive fire if I want to empty both barrels at the same time. Or I can just...
Right, or if you want to do something different, with your gun, right? If you want to modify it, let's say, for example, you were talking today about possibly being able to find bullets to shoot faster.
Slug ammo?
Right? No, but hold on. You were mentioning that your goal was to try to shoot faster. So
No, I mean, the double barrel shotgun I have.
No. I'm talking about the phosphor bullets. You wanted phosphorus bullets today.
Phosphor bullets are not faster. They're just short range that burns shit.
Okay, well that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is you can probably make that if you want. As long as you have the tools, you can roll mechanical repair and you can make your own. As long as you pass the roll.
Nice.
And if nobody has them, if you cannot find them anywhere where you will buy them, if you pass the mechanical repair, you can make them. You just gotta have enough points to be able to pass the roll.
Or I can do option C. just going by signal flares. Those are actual ammo, technically speaking, and they deal D6 plus burning.
Yeah, but the burning is not. The burning is not immediate. The burning acts more as damage over time, to where, the D6 definitely will affect right there, but the burning is just gonna be overtime damage. It's just going to continue trickling damage.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the point of damage over time.
So if you
You
want
very slowly and painfully kill someone.
if you want if you want flares, you're more than welcome. However, I guess my question is, so you guys are going to Argentina. You guys are about to go get a staff, or I'm sorry, to go get a crystal. You're trying to hire a guide. What are you planning on fighting? I can understand that, maybe at this point some of you are possibly plotting some of you dying,
No.
maybe.
Never.
Hold on. So I can understand that maybe by now some of you are plotting some of you dying. Maybe some of you may not be plotting that. Maybe you just want self-defense. But one can say that, it's kind of a waste to have an elephant gun, right? To kill just one person,
Yeah.
or just go out of the way to do damage over time with a flare. When ultimately, if you're gonna defend yourself, you're gonna try to take them down quickly. Right? Or whatever it is.
It also serve as a source of light when I don't want to hold the flashlight.
Okay. That's I'm gonna allow you to have the flares. I'm just trying to make sense as to what's the point of actually.
There's a lot of options.
Right.
The flares are very useful during expeditions. You can burn shit with them, or you can use them as a light.
I would also like to get some flares if that's alright.
So, all right. So you get to Argentina. You finally get to Buenos Aires. Right now, it would be. We did say that it was going to be winter over there. Actually, no. Sorry, it's summer in Argentina because it's.
No,
Yes,
it's
it was.
June. It's June here, so it would be winter.
Right. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
it's winter there. You're right. I was confused with the dates as to when you were going.
Yeah, January is the
Um,
next campaign.
Yeah. So. So okay, so it's summer. You guys have a lot of clothing that you brought because it would have been winter over there and kind of cold over there in Arkham. And
Wait,
so
no, it's winter in Argentina.
right,
Yeah.
r-
Winter.
hold on,
weather,
yeah, it's
Argentina.
winter in Argentina. Sorry. So yeah, you would have had your summer clothes on. You will need to get yourself some clothing, and go ahead and roll your spy hidden if you guys want, or whoever wants to try to find a guide.
Sure, I might as well to see if I can find one that's actually sane.
I'm glad that we can roll that and not our Spanish.
All right. So you roll. You
Spy hidden.
you roll your spy hidden, and you
we roll
find
our Spanish.
somebody that speaks English over there, and I guess you guys kind of look like tourists, and the person will approach you, and say,
Technically,
"Hey, are you guys American?
I am, yes.
Oh, do you guys need a guide? I'm a guide. Do you guys need a guide?"
This is a beer.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Is-
Great.
am I the-
Wonderful.
am
You need a
am I
guide.
the
I need
find
money.
some?
You need a guide. I need money.
There
You
you
know,
go.
we can definitely help each other here.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah. No. I definitely love to assist. To assist people, when they come. So for the right fee, I'll be able to help you? Are you coming to sightsee? Are you coming? Where do you want to go? You just coming to see the city?
We need to go to Cape
Hold on. What? He says.
Cape Horn.
Oh, okay, but
Are we all
that's
together?
that's not Buenos Aires. That's you know how far you are from Cape Horn?
This is the closest
Yeah.
you could get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at some point along the way, I think we would have realized.
Oh, okay. He says,
already
well, yeah, I'm
knew.
sure we can take a train and get there. Now, so what are you guys
The
going to do
train.
down there? That's pretty remote over there. There's literally nothing but cold over there. That's it. Nobody even lives there.
We're gonna have some fun.
Some fun?
Yep,
Huh.
just old-fashioned fun.
Do most Americans find freezing without having anybody around fun?
Yes, penguins.
Oh,
Wisconsin.
okay. Well,
Toronto.
Wisconsinites.
okay. So I tell you
Have
what
you
we're gonna
ever
have to
gone
do.
to
We're
the
gonna have to go
South?
get tickets for the train, and then we can head over there, and that's probably gonna get us to. Let me see real quick. Figure out where the
That's
train's
straight to
gonna get us.
Magellan.
The train is probably gonna get us to El Salvador, and then from there, we're gonna have to get some sort of a car, and then once we get a car, eventually we're gonna have to get a boat and do the rest on a boat.
We understand very well. Thank
Okay. Yeah. So normally, if you were just, are you sure you just don't want to go to El Salvador? We can just stay over there. Maybe Rio Grande. You can still see the sea from there.
Well, we have ways.
No, okay. Well, the reason I'm asking you is because where you guys are going, the waters over there are not the best. Actually, I can tell you for a fact that most boats try to avoid that area, and because of all the amount of accidents that happen over there, the waters are not nice over there.
We're a bit of a daredevils of sort.
Okay.
Thrill seekers.
Fair enough. Okay, so well, if you want my help, I'll be happy to help you for. I don't know if we just add that up and the trip, and then putting my life on the line over there in the sea. Yeah, a good $500.
Sure.
Oh,
Sound like
great. I'm sure a lady so beautiful like you also has the means to hire me. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll be taking my money now.
Yeah, isn't that right, JP? As I like hold on to his arm as if I'm a lover or something. At this point, like
He said $100, right?
No, he said $500.
Oh, 500. Okay.
Yeah, because he can die.
Yeah.
well, we are just taking him to right at the base of it. He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
need to go into the island itself.
Well, the water is like, oh yes, boating accident, can die.
So, okay. Ultimately, he says, okay, well, let's go to the train station and get some tickets, and ultimately we'll head that way. Are you guys sure you maybe don't want to you don't want to get a hotel, maybe spend the night over here before we go, and we can go in the morning, or
Abir starts walking.
Okay.
I
She's
found
really
the map on the
addicted
list
to the thrill.
for that he has the signal gun or a flare gun.
okay.
I was
Ah.
building in the roll 20.
Oh, you have it? Thank you. That's very helpful.
Okay. So
It's a bit
so you
too
guys
much.
head to the to the train station. You get to the train station, and the guard says, "By the way, my name is Miguel. Please just wait over here." And he goes. He gets some tickets. It's like, okay, here's your tickets. Each one of you hold your ticket because they're gonna ask you once you're inside of the plane. They're gonna check your tickets every so often. The trip should take us about 5 days to get there. So just get comfortable and relax. And he says, by the way, I noticed that your luggage is pretty peculiar. What's in that skinny thing that you're holding? Is that a lens?
Doctor's gonna start. He's gonna turn on his lighter. Just to draw attention to the flame, and I would like to try hypnosis.
Oh my god.
Simply so he suddenly forgets the need to ask too many questions.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, right on the number, dude.
Hold
Dog,
on.
It was meant to
props to
be.
you.
Hold on.
you.
Hold on.
Props to you,
Hold
man.
on. All right.
Nice.
Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
You said his name was Miguel?
Yeah, Miguel.
Yes.
Miguel. Where are we at? All right. All right. So he just stand up, frozen over there, looking at a doctor while doctor talks to him. So, doctor, what do you tell him?
Dear friend, there is no reason for you to ask all these questions. It's bothersome both for you and for us.
Yeah, you're right.
We
I
are in a
probably
bit of a hurry,
you're right. I
and
probably
I'm certain you would. My apologies.
no. He was answering you when you were talking. When you were talking, he was answering you. He was just, yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't be saying those things.
That's good. Thank you for understanding.
Well,
Now,
you're welcome.
if we may go.
What else? What else can I do for you? He says.
Doctor,
Really,
ask him to lead us.
And ask him to work for free.
No, he literally said, I believe we should go right about now.
Okay. So he tells the group, "All right, so let's get on the train now." By the way, Jerome, I
Yes.
saw you send me some messages. Is this the stuff you
Yeah.
want?
Just those two pistols.
Okay,
I would like to have a shotgun
that's fine.
and
That's fine. That's fine. Just trying to make sense of the message. All right, so you guys get on the train. You guys get your own two different carts in the train where you're able to stay. And so who are you gonna go with in the plane? Who's gonna be with who in the train?
gonna
I'm
be
sorry.
With Irving.
Yeah.
I'll be with Doctor because he's the only one I can trust it for the most part.
Yeah, you're all trustworthy. That's for sure.
So trustworthy.
Yeah. Each one of you are super trustworthy. So
yes, of course we are. I rolled it. I am trustworthy.
So, all right. So we have one cart is gonna be a beer, Irving, and there's room for two more. And then on the other, yeah, 4 people per cart, pretty much.
So there's JP and then there's Jerome, right?
Yeah.
You're not particularly trustworthy.
Hey.
All right. So then,
Nice.
JP,
I'm
Jerome,
slightly-
as long as you guys want, you can be in that card. Otherwise, you can decide to go on the other card.
I want to go on the other card.
Okay. So
Just because of what happened with the beer the other day.
Okay, so it's Irene, Doctor, and JP.
yeah,
And our
then a
new
beer
friend
or
Miguel.
yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
I need
Whoever
everybody.
is what Doctor is.
I need everybody to roll spot hidden. I forgot to have it roll while the doctor hypnotized the guy.
Of course. The time I get a success.
All right. So those of you that passed, obviously you notice that doctor hypnotized that, and are very much aware now, if you weren't before,
Oh.
that he is perfectly
He
capable
does some weird shit.
of hypnotizing
Okay.
people.
Abir doesn't know that she is hypnotized, but she knows that.
Somebody else got hypnotized.
You
I am
she'll
unaware
never
of
know,
this.
probably.
You know there is some weird shit happening. You still don't know the details.
I just think he's very persuasive.
So if you're Irving and Jerome, what car are you in? You're in with Abir and Irving, right? Because if Miguel, Doctor, JP, there's 4 per card.
Yeah, Irene's with Doctor and Miguel.
Okay. And JP.
And same with me.
Okay. So then it would be Abir, Irving, and Jerome. Carmon. Whatever. One of the cars.
All right. So you guys start heading out. Are you guys gonna continue learning Spanish for the 5 days, or do you guys just want to do
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I'll continue learning. Yeah. So one intelligence check a day, or just in general.
Oh, we're gonna do one at the end. Just
that's
one.
close.
So just do one.
Extreme.
So since we did a 1d5 for 2 days, let's do a 1d15 this time.
What were you saying?
Roll a 1d15.
I meant,
Whoops.
13. It's much better.
haha.
All right.
This one in Spanish.
So
Oh.
just for my understanding, who is in the cart with a beer and Irvin?
Jerome.
Sure. Okay. A beer.
Yeah, that's
A beer during those 5 days, and considering the close proximity to your goal, the book seems to be acting in a very, very, very strange way. It seems to start talking to you more and more often, to where your character actually loses herself looking into the book, and pretty much looking into that eye, and that eye just looking at you. So the first thing I'm gonna have you do is roll your power.
Alright. Extreme
Thank
success.
you. Thank you. Go ahead and roll. We did say this was gonna take 5 days, so give me just a second.
Yeah, it's good that Miguel's not in the car. He'd be like, nope, I'm fucking out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a 1d80.
51.
All right. So out of those 5 days, you would have spent at least 51 hours looking into that book.
Wow.
And obviously, it goes without saying that Irving and Jerome would definitely see you just sitting there quietly staring out at that book.
I'm gonna make sure she gets fed and watered.
And
And sunlight.
so
You need that special fertilizer too, in case.
I need you to roll your
bugs.
sanity,
It's like 10 hours a day.
a beer, please.
Roll what?
Sanity.
Yes. Extreme success.
Nice. Go ahead and roll a 1d3, please. Okay.
2.
So
Just 2 sanity.
within all those conversations that you continue having by now, and I'm gonna tell you what those were, but ultimately, everybody's character will not know this. Only your character will know this. Otherwise, we can wait until the campaign ends, and I can tell you afterward. It's up to everybody how they want to go about this. Do you care to know and act as your character doesn't know, or
Do you have it in like text or something?
Nope.
Because, or are we just gonna wait? Let's wait till after. I'll be more interested in that way.
okay? So we wait. All right, but
I volunteer as tribute. You can tell me, and then I'll tell her.
no. But ultimately, the one thing that Irving and Jerome will know is at least half of the conversation. And mainly half of the conversation, because that half will be the part where you talk. And the part where you talk, you would look at the book and you will be talking out loud to the book. Answering the book back, because obviously you will feel that the book was talking to you, which it would, but it will be talking to you in your head. Obviously, Irving and Jerome will get to the point that they may find it a little weird, if not disturbing. But so all right, so we get to El Salvador. You guys get off the train, and Miguel says, "Okay, well, here we are. I recommend we find some sort of ride. We will need to figure out a way to go to Corrida Peron, and then from there, I'm sorry, to Ushuaia, and then from there we will need to probably take some sort of boat and head to the island where you guys are going.
Alright, so we're currently in
El Salvador. And you go to USHUAIA. That's where you're gonna get the boat. It doesn't even let me select it. Okay, there we go. So this is where you're gonna get the boat. I'm putting it right there. So you can get the boat. So this let me see if I can find somebody to give us a ride there, or do you guys wanna rent a car? How do you guys want to do this? And before we continue going, how long are we gonna stay in that island?
A day or two.
A day or two, but you realize that there's nothing in that island other than just extreme winds and just super cold air.
It's the thrill of getting there.
Okay.
Why don't you get us a ride, please?
Uh, I'm
That'd be
working on that.
much-
I'm working on that.
Thank
Yo, you're most
Um,
welcome.
I-
It is my pleasure to assist you.
Yeah, and then time I pulled Doctor aside, like, since I couldn't really well talk to him alone while on the train, so like. So, what's your plan exactly with our friend? As I like look over to a beer.
Oh, you're.
Staring at you.
Yeah, I'm just talking to the doctor, like it's clear that Abir is something's wrong with her, and the fact that she's doctor's on her shit list, so to say, he's at least most trustworthy for now.
As you're saying that, as
And
you
me
are
and my
saying
enemy.
that, let me describe this real quick. As you are saying that and you're having that conversation, Miguel starts walking away. He starts heading down, talking to somebody across the street from where you're at. He's just being a little loud and he's just talking. And as he walks away, you see him that he pulled his gun out and he's looking at his gun. But then all of a sudden, you turn around, whatever. Not that crazy thing because you guys been messing with guns all the time. So since you got there, so I mean you've been looking at it, not necessarily shooting at anybody. Suddenly you hear a shotgun.
Okay, from
We hear
which
a what?
direction?
I'm sorry, not a shotgun. Suddenly you hear
gunshot.
a shot fire. Yeah, a gunshot. When you turn around and you look, or if you're looking, you can notice that Miguel just drops to the ground and dead. Just dead. There's a gun right next to his body.
I just
Whoa.
look up. Was there someone next to him or something? Like,
He was just
where
talking
does
to
the-
somebody as he was crossing the street, and you see that the person is there completely shocked, and you see that the person over there standing still and starts speaking Spanish. Saying, no, yo no sé qué pasó, yo no sé, se disparó solo, no sé. So they're just,
can I
they're just
try to understand?
they're
what
like,
he's
I don't know,
saying?
Yo no puedo.
So,
Oh.
what do you guys do?
Can I? What do I understand from what he's
Is the gun
saying?
smoking?
Yeah.
Roll Spanish
Yeah,
if you want.
that too. Okay.
Roll Spanish.
And then, is the gun smoking like Miguel's gun?
Eh,
Nice.
Damn, alright.
So you understand that he shot himself, that the guy didn't shoot him, that he just shot himself.
Oh, I really knew. Yeah.
Yeah, so like,
He's a talented linguist.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like in broken Spanish, and I'm like saying, go get police, Palencia or something like, go,
Policia.
go. Yeah, Policia. I myself don't know it, and Irene's having trouble. To me.
And
right, sorry.
so the guy says, "Well, no, we don't, in English." Back he says, "Oh, you guys are from America, okay? No, we will have to report it. We don't have police over here in this town. We will have to wait till they come. Probably take them a day or
Oh.
two to arrive here. Over here, we take care of things ourselves."
I don't know what happened. We were just trying to go to Cape Horn for a little camping trip of sorts.
You're going camping to Cape Horn? Okay.
We like the thrill.
I'm sure. Yeah. This is, okay. Well, you know, I so happen that I don't have a car, but I do have, a regular cart with, some horses that we can use to get there. We can get to the to to Ushuaia, and then from there we can. You guys will have to board my boat, and then
Yeah.
we can go from there to whatever you're going. I do want to tell you that for one, it's not gonna be cheap, and for two,
Yeah,
this is one of the dumbest decisions that you're making. He says
I've made
because the
dumber.
sea right now is not in good condition to go anywhere. During this
I
time of the
know.
year, it's not a good idea to go on the water.
Nothing we have. I haven't heard it before, and for both statements, and I have done dumber. Don't worry about it. As I'm just like, as I say that, I'm just thinking about like even agreeing to go through this whole thing. Back when I saw the book's eye move.
And he looks at you and says, "Look, I love nothing more than just to take your money, but
Yeah.
I want you to think about this." He says, "The water
Listen.
is below. It's freezing. So if you fall in the
I know.
water, you're gonna die of hypothermia. We cannot stop to get you
I know.
because we cannot anchor
This
over
isn't-
there. So
This isn't something. You're not telling us anything new. You're not even going to be on the boat.
Do we have dry
what do you
suits at
mean
this
I'm not gonna
time?
be on the
Like,
boat?
If you don't want to, you don't have to be on the boat. I'm just.
Oh, you want me to sell
Just
you
try-
my boat?
Oh, you have. I'm sorry. I'm. The gun. I'm frazzled.
Okay.
As I just like point
Oh,
back to the
no-
dead
no
body.
problem.
That what?
If you guys are willing to buy my boat, then there's no issue. You can do whatever you want with it. Yeah.
$500 work.
What?
Oh, let's figure that out right now.
Trying to make
How
me
many
lose my
dollars
money.
for my
No.
my
No,
hard
I'll just let go.
my hard working boat that I have? Yeah, let me see, because ultimately if something happens to you, I'm not gonna see that boat ever again. So I can't really rent you the boat. I don't know. Let's put a number. What's what's happiness really worth, right? I mean,
Um, I, I just.
So- I will let you
out
have
of
my
character,
boat.
I'm ju-
I will let you have my boat for $1,071.
oh,
Maybe
Surely we can't
at
go
that
do any
time, that
lower.
was price for a fucking yacht.
I have
Do you-
to ask, how many people are around?
Fully equipped.
Do you? I'm sorry. Are you saying that is expensive? Do you just want to swim there? Do you know how to fly?
Just take us to the docks.
Oh, okay. So does that mean that you want my boat?
Just take us to the docks at this point, please, hon.
Okay. So. Okay, follow me. He walks 2 blocks. And
let me get everyone.
you get there.
Just let me get everyone situated.
You get over there. He's
as
like,
he
okay,
turns-
here's the docks, and
No, as he was turning around, I'll just take the cash out of the other guy's wallet
okay.
and then give it back to JP. Like, here.
Hold on. Who's
Oh,
the other
yeah.
guy?
I was trying to use that money to buy the boat.
Who's the other
You
guy?
could
Hold
just
on.
have used it. Miguel, the dead guy.
Oh, I see what he's doing. He's robbing the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wanted to
yeah.
use it.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
Yeah. In public.
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth.
Wait, can you spend? You can spend if you want.
Yes, I am not
Yeah.
going to get caught doing something like this.
Yes.
Haha.
Let's metagame that. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
It's not
Yeah,
mana. It's
I spent 5 luck so I don't get
Okay.
in trouble with the locals.
So you get your $500 back, JP. So all right, so he's walking and he's saying, okay, well, here's the car. Let's get in the car. I got the horses ready. I'll take you to the port, and then I guess you guys can swim from there or figure out what you want to do.
Yep, thank you.
Well, you're most welcome. So, all right. So he starts going. You guys are sitting in the back of the cart as it goes. Abir, you get a sense of impatience right now to the point that you're so close, you just can't wait to get this done. Irving, a similar feeling is coming to you, but mostly you just feel sad and you just can't wait to be able to get this done and accomplish your goal of bringing your family back, your daughter and your spouse. You know,
Yeah.
you start feeling
It's like
sad
pouring
and
all of those
yeah, maybe a couple
feelings into,
tears
you know.
fall out of your out of your eyes due
Yeah.
to the fact that you're just so close.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, so you guys get to the port. You look at the water, and the water seems very serene. It doesn't seem to be that crazy. And he says, "Okay, well, here's the port. Um, is there anything else you guys need, or are you sure you're not gonna take the boat?"
We'll figure it out from here. Thank you.
Oh,
As I'm like waving him off.
you're most welcome.
Off the record, we can probably buy the the boat for significantly less money.
All right.
Off the record.
So I was gonna ask.
Mhm.
Oh wait, he's heading off, right?
Yeah, the guy said the guy's taking off because Keegan's character told him that you guys will take it from here. So
Yeah, because at this point,
Jerome?
he's going to be charging us a lot. And I feel like JP is at his wit's end for this.
Jerome found
Yeah.
another boat that seems to have somebody aboard standing on the boat. It's a sailboat, this one. And seems to have somebody just sitting down over there smoking. An older person. Chubby guy dressed for the winter, for the cold weather. And ultimately, it's looking at you guys because you guys stand out like a sore thumb. He sees you over there. Jerome, go ahead and roll your luck, please.
Okay, let's see if it works. Please, please, please.
All right.
Hey.
So, the captain is there. He says, yo, are you tourists? I heard you talking in English.
Yes, we are.
Oh, well, normally during the summer months, I do fishing excursions.
Excursions?
Yeah, if you guys
Well-
want to come back, in a couple months, we can go fishing.
Well, is it possible, since we can avoid it since we're here now, go on a fishing excursion?
Yeah.
Is
It's-
it possible?
Is it possible to
Take
take
us
it?
around.
Is it possible to poop standing? Yeah, it might not be the best thing to do,
Oh.
but it is possible. I
good.
mean, we can, for the right amount of money, we can go at any time. But I do, I should make you aware that this is no weather to be on a boat. You know, right here, the waters are calm because you know we're out of the ocean. But the moment that we
Yes.
get out of this canal and we get into the ocean, you better put some glue on your shoes to be able to stay on the boat because you're just gonna be swinging everywhere inside that boat.
Oh my goodness.
And
That sounds so exciting. Um, if possible, could you take me and my compatriots? And I would like to do it during the winter time instead of the summer. If, as you would say, you know, uh, it's the off season, so it would be, como se dice, barato, cheaper,
oh,
más o menos.
so you want to go fishing right now? Because we cannot anchor out
Yeah.
there. We cannot
Well,
anchor.
how about then can we just look around?
I just whisper, we just need to go to Cape Horn, hon.
Cállate.
Oh, you want to go to Cape Horn? Okay.
I was whispering to him, no, like not the fisherman.
That's the reason why I was telling you to be quiet.
Cape Horn.
Just
Okay. Well, at least now we know where you're going.
No, I was whispering so he couldn't hear.
Oh, okay. So you were whispering.
Hey, it happens. So he heard. He rolled an extreme success.
Damn.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
that sounds like a good idea. Can you take us close to that area, if possible? ¿Cuántas cuestas?
Hold on a second. There you go. Now we can make it. So, this is fine. Yeah, I'll take you. I'll take you.
Very good.
You know what? Just give me $100 and I'll take you.
I don't have that much money. Would you take just a little bit less? If that's okay.
You realize that there's a good chance we're not coming back. So, I'm just gonna hand the money right now to my wife before I leave. So if you have $100, we
Okay.
can go.
Okay.
I'll fork over 10 since at this point she just wants to get this done. She's done with the haggling. She's just the tired mom of the group.
He says, I get it. I get it. You want to go. I get it. But if you're truly serious about going, I don't think $100 will
Yes.
stop you in any kind of way.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I'll collect the money then. And I will give it to him and
okay.
wait if necessary.
He says, okay, well,
But I will also ask him, I would like, I don't know if you can outfit us all, but I definitely need some winter clothing because we're going to get wet out there.
Wait,
I'm
no,
sure.
we already have
yeah, you guys have winter clothes.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
We got
Yeah, make sure.
mountaineering clothing, which also you should probably tie yourselves to the sail. This rope. If it is bad, this is good.
So, all right, so the captain walks away and comes back after a while. Says, okay, let's get on the boat. So you guys take off, and the boat slowly starts picking up. The wind starts pushing it. It's pretty windy out there, so the
Okay.
further you start getting closer to the water, to the ocean water, the rockier it starts getting.
I'm gonna
Okay.
tie myself to the sail, to the mainmast.
Okay.
I'll tie myself to the side of the ship.
Okay. So there's a couple rolls we're gonna be doing out in here. So we're gonna do
I
three.
would also like to put on my
Mhm.
diving gear. Like, do we have a wetsuit or a dry suit?
No, you don't have any diving gear.
No, that's part of what we got.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
keep
we
in
got
mind
diving gear
that
and mountaineering gear.
that's totally fine. However, let's be smart about this. If you're gonna wear diving gear, which is totally fine, and you're gonna jump on the water, you're going to lose your staff.
Mhm.
I'm not going to jump in the water. I'm going to wear it just in case, basically.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put the winter stuff over it.
Okay. Again,
So
you can wear it. You can do whatever you want. But if you fall in the water with your staff, you're gonna lose your staff.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
What if I tie the stuff to me?
Then you're gonna die. The staff is not light. You're not gonna float with the staff attached to you.
But we have
Death boats for dishonor.
yes. I mean okay. Can I attach one end of a rope to the staff and the other end to me? Like so I can at
You'll
least like
sink like
You
what is
you
it?
can.
You'll sink the same way.
You seen those movies where they put a chain on somebody's leg and
Alright,
the other side
alright, let's
they put concrete
yeah,
on
okay.
it and they just
Can
toss them in the water?
Can I tie the staff and myself to the main mast? So the
Yeah,
staff-
you can definitely can. Yeah, you can. So
Okay. All right.
this is how we're gonna do it. The boat heads out, and who is? So it's everybody tying themselves to the boat, or is?
Yes,
Okay.
I am at least.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
securing ourselves is a good idea.
Yeah.
These
Okay.
people-
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to roll, I guess, a 1d100 to see how bad the water is. With actually not maybe not a 1d100, maybe a 120, and then we're gonna go from bad to extremely bad.
1d20?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it.
Okay, I'll wait.
All right, 12.
Jez, that's the equipment. That's the equipment that we would use.
Okay.
It was the same period of time.
So the water,
Oh, yeah, perfect.
You're welcome.
it's fairly bad. I mean, it's bad. You can see the boat clearly going up and down and up and down. I want everybody to roll Constitution.
Okay.
It's like everywhere.
Okay. Oh.
Oh no!
Irving and the doctor.
God.
Oh,
I wish I could spend 2 points, but I can't.
All right.
I got extreme.
So
Yeah, you're
those of
fine.
you,
you do this all. You're used to being drunk. You have
JP.
Like,
JP takes
I
a
get drunk on yachts all the time. What are you talking
What
about?
What happened?
JP
What
takes a
happened,
deep breath, pulls out a little bottle with whiskey that he's got in his pocket, and he just takes a drink. He's like, "Bring it on!" Everybody else that failed will start puking their brains out. You guys start automatically puking your brains out. You
Jack is just
not feeling good at all. Very, very
Perfect.
dizzy, like very bad, like puking, and ultimately, Irene, as you're puking, you bend down to puke because you're pretty much tied to the waist if you're tied to the side of the boat. So you bend down to puke, and you're puking outside of the boat. But then what happens is when the boat pulls up, the wave, it rides the way up, but then the wave ends and the boat kind of hits down. And when it hits down, it's a dry hit that it does on the other
It
wave.
makes the feet go out
And
faster.
right, and ultimately what happens is when it hits that, it makes you stand up like really, really fast, to where it kind of strains your body like super fast, and then it hits down all the way again. And as you do that, you hit your chest against the handbars that are on the handlebars that are on the around the boat, and you take some damage. So go ahead and roll.
I thought it was gonna be your head. I mean, the chest is still really bad, but
Go ahead
I
and
thought you were gonna
roll.
have like a concussion.
Go ahead and
That's
roll
not-
a 1d10. Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, I could die.
Between the
Three.
puking, and the okay. So you take 3 damage.
Okay. Okay, I haven't suffered a major wound, and I was exaggerating. I have 13 hit points, thankfully.
Okay. All right. So
I'm gonna tell her to get away from the cleats because obviously she's banging against it. It's not dangerous.
I just move my arm and you just see the fact that I am tied to the cleat.
so
Gotcha.
I want everybody to roll luck one at a time.
Uh-oh. Shit.
Alright.
Oh no.
Who wants to go first?
Hard success.
Never mind.
All right.
I'm going to get the bed out of the way.
Yes.
Oh.
Good.
That-
Good for
that-
you, JP.
That was too close.
Okay. So Jesse and Doctor. And this is mainly for the boat, seeing what kind of shape the boat arrives.
Okay.
1d, I don't know, here 15. Okay. So, have you seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, the first one? When Jack
Yeah.
Sparrow arrives, that it looks like he's actually riding a boat, but he's not necessarily. He's riding a boat.
No,
He's just raiding
no,
the top of the boat as he's sinking, but it's still moving on the water.
and he just steps
Yeah.
off the boat that sunk
Yeah,
onto the dock.
yeah,
That's us.
yeah.
I mean, it was a cool scene. You cannot
Yeah.
say it wasn't.
Okay, so you guys are having the similar experience, only that you managed to tell that the boat's starting to sink because the hull has been bridged. The boat's taking water. The captain tells you, "Hey, we're not gonna make it. The boat is going down." Luckily for you, you're very close to it, but you're gonna have to make a decision right now whether go down with the boat or untie yourself and try to be ready to jump into land once you're close enough to it. So obviously this will involve making the decision to A, untying yourself, and B, rolling your luck to be able to jump out at the right moment without necessarily anything happening to you.
Can I, the stuff that's tied to the, thing, yeah, the task that's tied to the,
Yep, that's it.
Shit.
can I, untie myself and grab the rope that's attached to the staff as well as the staff, so if we're a little short, I can still hold on to the rope?
Okay, so you grab the rope and you grab the staff. Okay. Who else is doing what? Is everybody untying themselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Irving,
Yeah.
I do want to wait until we're like really close.
So I really need
Actually, I'll do the same.
I need
I'll
luck
wait a
or
little.
constitution rolls from everybody. You get your pick. Pick your poison.
I'm also going to wait until the
Right.
Oh God.
before
Oh.
taking a chance.
Oh, well.
You said luck or constitution?
Luck or constitution is up to you. So Jerome,
Yeah.
so you kind of fumbled that one, buddy. So you end up in the water, and Irving, you're gonna end up in the water too. I'm not necessarily going to include any extra damage on this, just mainly because most likely the water is going to kill you, but I'm not going to kill you right away. You're going to have your chance. Both of you are going to have your chance because ultimately you're just falling in the water. So, exactly, yeah. As you fall in the water,
Yeah, I knew that was coming. So I was like, I'm gonna.
as you fall in the water, right? If the rest of you were assuming that you guys leap graciously to land. So, Doctor, Jerome, and Irving owe me. Give me just a second.
Up here also failed.
Am I the only one
Two
who's
rolls
forgotten
of
that?
swim.
I
Two
did
successful
too.
rolls of swim. Owes me all three of you. And if you fail, we're going to see what we do to try to.
2 successful rolls?
So, Jerome has one. He just needs another one.
Okay. All right. Come on. Give me another good swim. Come on.
Okay, so I need
I
Doctor.
I don't.
Doctor, roll swim twice,
I
please.
don't think my swim is good. In fact, I think it's abysmal. Okay.
At this rate, don't worry about it because everybody's going to die very soon anyway.
Oh, good for you, Doctor.
Now,
Good for you.
yeah, you got to roll
Good
it
for
again.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed.
That's
Don't feel
fine.
bad. We're in the same ocean, Doctor.
So,
We're in
Irving,
the same ocean.
Irving, same thing for you. 2 swim rolls, please.
How many?
2?
2?
Two
Yep.
rolls.
2 rolls.
Good girl. All right. Good
So,
job.
Irving,
Oh my goodness.
at all this,
No,
Irving
no,
has
I
only
want to
one
work on
thing in
Irving.
his
Look at
mind,
him
which
swim.
is seeing his family back no matter what he has to do. So, Irving
Gotta make
just
it.
goes. Now, okay, so Jerome and Doctor, both of you, please roll Constitution right now.
Roll what?
Constitution?
I also failed my luck roll.
It's okay.
Constitutions.
Constitution.
Oh, Constitution. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you. Constitution. I didn't hear. it.
Okay. So, Doctor, give me a 1d2, please. And Jerome, also 1d2.
Same thing.
Yep.
Okay, coming to you.
Okay.
I got a 1.
So, 1 point of damage and 2 points of damage. Go
Alright,
ahead
editing.
and roll swim again.
Editing now. Okay, take out of edit mode. Roll swim again.
Yep. Roll swim again.
Okay. Yikes. Oh, horrible.
Oh.
All right.
Abysmal.
Constitution again, please.
Okay, Constitution survey says. Come on.
Alright.
Still made it. I'm not gonna complain.
So go ahead and roll the 1d2. 1d. Hold on. What did I have?
1d2.
Yeah, 1d2 again, please.
Okay, all right.
And
1d2.
Doctor, you also need a okay, a 1d2,
I'll be
please.
I'm following in the ways of the dodo.
Okay, so you failed the Constitution roll. Hold on. Doctor failed the Constitution roll. So Doctor, I need a 1d8, please.
Oh, ouch.
5 points of damage.
Edit.
You
I'm
start.
going to assume this is 2 more points, correct?
Yep. You're starting to swallow water, and on top of that, you're starting to get hypothermia.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So go ahead, another swim roll.
All right. Another swim roll.
So you're
Come
gonna
on,
swim
man,
or you're
make
gonna
it.
die. Either or.
Yeah, I know.
Sink or swim.
Sink or swim, and I'm sinking.
Damn
Okay.
it. I'm
Told ya.
I'm not doing.
Constitution again, please.
Yep, here it comes.
I just
Hard
need
success.
to laugh.
Okay. Dr. Scott, 1d2. Doctor, I need 1d8 again, please.
2. Roll.
I'm dead.
1d2.
Yep.
Oh.
2.
Yeah.
2,
All right.
1.
So Jerome,
Yeah.
one more time, swim.
Okay, hang on. Edited for hit points. Come on, give me a good swim roll. Come on, swim. Damn it.
Constitution?
Constitution. Yes!
1d2.
Okay, here we go. D2. Come on, give me a small number.
All right.
Good. Add it again.
So, all right,
Oh,
swim again.
shit. Swim again?
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Swim. Nope. Constitution. And roll one. Whoops. Roll 1d2. One again.
No. You failed the Constitution roll, so
No.
it's a 1d8.
Oh, 1d8, my bad.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it. Hang on.
Good luck, Papa Doc.
Yeah, I know. Thank you guys. 1d8.
No! I should never have said
Yes.
anything.
I said the
Yes.
thing. First off, don't try to.
I am still in the game. I'm still in the
Damn.
game. But I'm going down pretty soon. So, swim again?
Yep.
You already have one success, right?
Yep. He only
Yeah.
needs one swim roll.
Jeez.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
can spend
spend
the luck on that.
I'm gonna spend 4 luck.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
taking too much damage.
All right. You
And
spent 4
too
luck.
much my luck.
How much health do you have left?
15.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
What do you mean 15 health?
Size.
No. Hit points.
Yeah.
Oh. Hit points I got, what is it? Hit points with size and everything. So 18 or 15?
No.
Because I haven't taken anything yet other than
All of that you were not taking on size, you were taking on HP.
Hold on.
yes.
So you have 18. How do you have 18 out of 30 hit points?
Because I took a lot of damage.
Yeah,
You
but you
sh- you
can't
can't
have
ha-
30 hit points.
Did I do something wrong? So then maybe I'm dead, and I just don't know it.
He's
Hold
an
on.
undead. Kill him.
I'm dead.
How much health did you just lose? Hold on. So 8. 9. 10, 11. 10, 11. 12, 13. I haven't seen yet a character with more than 13 or 14 points of life. So
you can
yeah.
have 15. I have 2 characters with 15 HP.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you can have like 16
So
or 17.
I'm within 2 or I'm dead. Doesn't matter.
okay.
What?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me get the sheet up and open the rule book. Gotta figure it out.
Points.
Size and con and
Calc.
divide by.
Hang on. Size and con.
Add them together.
Yeah.
So 75 plus
divide by
80
10.
divided by 10.
75 plus
80 divided by
80?
10.
Make sure I get
think
this
you have
right.
15 HP.
15.
Let's round it
Yeah.
down. 15.
Yeah.
So then I'm within.
Yeah,
then I'm
you
within
got
2.
1 point of life left. So when you arrive at the shore, when you arrive,
Good.
so,
I figured I would be dead.
hold on. You will be. You will definitely be. You will be. Because 1 point of life,
Maybe now.
1 point of life really doesn't get you anywhere. So
No, it's
you're
not.
pretty
I'm
much
gonna die.
are dead unless you can go to a hospital. Because what's gonna happen is you got the hypothermia going, and there's really nothing to save you there. There's nothing warm around you. Everybody's just wet. So
Yep.
ultimately, unless you can go to a hospital, it will be the same thing as the internal
No, it's
bleeding or
fine.
something like that.
I lasted this far, so I'm happy.
All right. So,
I'm good.
all right. So everybody else, you get you jumped graciously to
Yeah.
the island, and as Jerome was drowning,
Yeah.
Abir,
Yes,
you
yes.
wouldn't.
I.
Abir, you wouldn't necessarily have waited for Jerome to see if Jerome would made it or not. You would have just,
Now you would have gone on.
you know, you got zero attachments there. And as Irvin jumped down on the
Yeah.
water and you saw him on the water, you said, "Well, you know, let's just hope this at least brings you some happiness and also continue on your merry way." So go ahead and roll spy hidden, Abir.
Just made it?
Yeah, you made it, and everybody else that didn't fail
The most important people made it. You. That's it.
yeah,
Oh.
you made it.
I think he's just retconning you to survive or
All
something.
right, so
Oh, 'cause I have all of the
Keegan, I
artifacts.
believe your
Plus
character
armor.
made it too. So Keegan and JP, both of you roll spy hidden, please.
Okay, let's go.
Wow.
I'm not
Alright.
seeing what I'm supposed to
Keegan,
look for.
you see a wave crashing against the rocks, and as soon as the rocks clear, you see something shining in the distance. It almost looks like a star, the way it shines.
I'm gonna sneak off.
You
and,
try to
go
sneak
towards
off?
That.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll stealth then.
Never mind.
Okay.
I trapped him.
So everybody just sees you just walking away, and when you see him walk in that direction, you do see the crystal just shining at the distance. Abir, you probably take off running at this point.
Yeah, I have 50 feet of rope. I start tying around like a sort of lasso, and then throw it so I can grab it safely.
I need all three of you to roll dexterity, please.
Okay.
Not sleight of hand or something.
Nope,
Whoa.
because you're gonna have to make it there first.
Oh.
Are
Go,
we,
Irene.
is that to do the? Ooh, is that to do the rope and stuff?
No, that is,
Oh.
you don't need the rope to go there. You just need the rope. I mean, I don't know why you need the rope, but
I wanted to see if I can
Wait.
try to grab it without getting hit by the waves.
Is it just
Lasso.
on? Is it on land or?
yeah, it is on land. The waves are just gonna get you wet. That's all it is.
Oh.
They crash
Okay,
on the rocks.
I'm just trying to be careful so I don't get killed by the fucking waves.
But however, due to the fact
Amir
that
is
Too late.
due to the fact that everything's wet, you know, and everything's rock, and those rocks are not necessarily flat.
yeah.
You just
Oh.
fall everywhere. There's algae all over the place. So, all right. So, Abir, give me a 1d5. JP a 1d5. Keegan, you made it. You make it to the crystal with no damage.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
Oh no.
All right.
Damn.
So, you guys make it to the crystal. Abir, do you grab the crystal?
If I make it to it, yeah.
Yep, you do make. You made it.
I grabbed it. Are you going to rip it out of my hands like
Oh, you
some
grabbed
sort
it
of
first?
yeah, like some sort of golem?
Well, no, actually.
Whoa.
I didn't. Please, come here. We should put it in the staff, and I'll walk towards the center of the island, away from the waves, so that things don't get lost.
Shouldn't we? Are we doing it here?
The book suddenly starts glowing, and you see the book just float. It just opens itself up, and it floats. The staff manages to get itself out of the stuff that it was wrapped with, clothing, whatever that was, and the crystal pretty much comes off your hand. You just cannot hold it. It slips out, and it attaches itself to the edge of the staff.
I'm just gonna start backing away.
At this point in time,
Maybe look at the.
at this point in time,
Look at the distance. Maybe back at land. See if I can set something up to get out.
at this point in time, the
Yeah.
island is, it's kind of a. It's not like a square. It's more like horizontal, but very thin. So you can
Rectangle?
see. Yeah, you can see through the distance, and the waves normally shock and hit you from the sides, but the moment that happens, there's some sort of force field that appears on the side of, or some sort of magical something that stops the waves from crashing anymore, and now no more water falls into the island. Abir, your body starts floating. Your arms stand out to the sides and they start moving up towards your head, and you start suddenly your eyes just roll back and you start saying an incantation. The
yeah.
book seems to be glowing even more intensively, and the crystal just starts shining. The sky on top of the island just gets completely dark, covered in extremely dark clouds. Suddenly, you hear a very loud thunder. You look up the sky, and you see this pair of hands, move in the clouds. This head just shows up, and the next thing that happens is the hand just comes down and squashes your bodies right onto the island.
All of our bodies?
Yep. It's a gigantic hand, so you would have died. No matter
Okay,
what.
so I'm. Okay.
Hell yeah.
And that's the end of that.
So what happened?
We summoned
Death
them.
by
We
God.
squished.
Death by hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we were just some mosquitoes that were a bit unlucky.
Do we get to see like snippets of that particular universe after we're all dead? Going up in its glorious death.
No, you don't get to see anything because you're dead, but it may not necessarily mean that you don't ever get to see anything from there. Remember, multiverse. So, all right, so let's, we can go ahead and do a little intro about the new campaign, and ultimately, because we don't have a lot of time, but we can at least do an intro of the new campaign. You guys can start introducing your characters. And by the way, I am not taking control of your characters yet. I'm just moving your characters to the grave. You will have control at least for a few more days in case there's any ideas you want from those characters. So who are the new characters that you guys are gonna use? I know only that Jesse's using her character. Yeah, Sid.
For we're doing it for the good guys.
Yep.
I still didn't think of a name.
Okay, so that guy.
I got a fantasy name generator.
I'm playing as John Crow, a former soldier that was there on D-Day. Since it was asked for some fame and whatnot,
Okay. John Crow. And Jake. Give me just a second. Jake, what character are you using?
Fergus O'Lennon.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's the one with the spelling, isn't it?
Yeah.
I probably still have the spelling of that somewhere.
What about you, Jerome? Or Papa Doc?
I wasn't 100% sure. I might go with like a piano player, somebody renowned that way, or maybe a transportation specialist. I really haven't decided yet. I wanted to hear what everybody else had. I might even want to be a butler. These are the ideas that I had running
Yeah.
through my head.